Hey everyone, welcome to From the Depths. I'm Minty and this is episode 9 of my Cruiser Clash tournament. We have the Team Blacksheep here facing off against the Team Blacksheep by Blacksheep facing off against Ironsides by the Shadow Kick. If every craft in this tournament has an overview video for it done, the playlist of which is linked in the description. For now, what we're here for is the destruction, the explosions, and to see who comes out on top, so we're going to get right into that. So the initial volleys are going off. The Ironsides has yet to actually fire its cram cannons. I hope it's not aiming at the kite, because it's not going to hit that. The missile strikes don't seem to have done much of anything to either side. Ooh, the Ironside fired at the kite once it passed, but those are going to completely miss. The shots out here, seem to looked like it may have been maybe not. Maybe it was the timed explosion that I saw. Doesn't seem to be any damage done there. How's the Ironside doing? 99%. And the mini sub kite and PT boat are all 100%. But those cram shells, if they do manage to connect with the mini sub, are going to do a lot of damage. But if the mini sub gets underneath the Ironside and launches those bombs up into it, it could be in trouble. As it could also be in trouble from the torpedoes that are coming out and from the bomb drops from the kite. Oh, this is not looking good for the Ironside. Oh, definitely not. Not with all those bombs. Oh, well, they seem to have fired before it and are now kind of just falling into it. Frag shooting everywhere. The mini sub just got taken out. Didn't see what got it, but it is dead. It has lost its AI. It is done. It may have, or no, that's the boat. My apologies. The PT boat has been taken out, but that's a very small amount of hit points for Team Blacksheep. I believe it's actually 6% though, so up until that strike, it was pretty even. Ironside is taking a beating from the kite though. It's not. It's the cram cannons on the Ironside just do not have what it takes to take down a thruster craft like the kite. The missiles. Maybe if it gets a lucky launch off, like at the perfect time when the kite is coming in straight at it, they might be able to hit it, but as it stands, not likely to happen. And with the mini sub over here just dropping all those bombs that are getting homed in by the magnets and just tearing apart the Ironsides with all those frags. Things are not looking good for the Ironside right now. They're not looking good at all. If it can manage to land a hit on the mini sub, though, like that thing, I don't think it'll survive a hit from these crams. Well, where is the kite right now? It's out there. It's doing fine on range. It's not far at all. Ironside is down to 77% though, and it is still fighting. It is still trying, but its opponents are just too difficult for it to hit. Looks like the mini sub did take some of a hit there. Lost its left sponson, but it was not enough to take it down. And all these torpedoes and missiles and bombs that are coming in through the magnets definitely seem to be making the Ironsides an unhappy ship. It can't do anything against those. The fact that it's still alive after all of the hits it's taken is still rather impressive, living up to its name with its heavy armor. But it does not seem to be fighting anymore. The guns are not aiming. Most of them have lost either gauge parts that have made them go smaller, or they've lost their barrel and are just not operable at the moment. The mini sub is back up to 100%, has fully repaired itself. Kite dropped more bombs in. The kite also has anti-missile missiles, but they were unable to go after the thing and distracted by flares. So it is looking like Team Blacksheep is going to claim the victory over the Ironside here, because it has lost 30% of its hit points, while Team Blacksheep has only lost 6 in the form of the PT boat. Well, it's firing off some shots. I think that was aimed at the kite, but the kite turned, so it missed. The mini sub is probably still down here doing its thing somewhere. Where is the mini sub? It's nearby. Not entirely sure where it is. Here it is. Here we are. It's just doing its thing, mini-subbing, launching missiles and bombs and torpedoes and stuff. Slowly chipping away at the Ironside. Well, not exactly slowly. The Ironside is losing health at a pretty significant rate. Not super fast. Oh, Ironside getting a taste of its own medicine with that cram hit. Doing its thing. Oh, that's a hell of a bomb drop. That's what the kite wants to do. Did some serious damage there. Ironside's down to 50%. 56%. It will not take much more punishment before despawning. And there it is. Oh, why must you do that, Windows Media Player? Yep, that is it. Yeah, I apologize for that. Had a video rendering in the background. It finished, and or not Windows Media Player, I said earlier, Windows Movie Maker likes to minimize my game and pop up a nice little dialog box telling me that it's finished when that happens. But yes, that is a team win for Team Blacksheep. Let's go ahead and get everything reset. And I hit the wrong button. There we go. Okay, Ironsides will spawn in first here at water level. It is a broadsiding ship. Pause. Pull back. About a kilometer. 1,000 meters. Right there. Close enough. Oh no, I'm off by a meter. Okay, and then we're going up against Team Blacksheep here. Or, well, Ironside's going up against Team Blacksheep. And then reset the timer. And here we go. Round 2. Will this go the same way, or will the Ironsides manage to pull off a win? We will see. That missile strike looks like it is trying to go for the kite, but then it just can't make that turn. Gets distracted by flares. And it might be trying to go for the PT boat. Not quite able to get it. I don't think they'll be able to land that. That missile hit, though. The Ironside seems to do fine against Team Blacksheep until the missile sub gets in range. Once the missile sub, or the mini sub, I mean, gets in range and starts doing its thing, that does a lot of damage to it really quick. A bit of an EMP strike on it there. One missile, not a huge hit, but it was something. Ironside's still 100%. Everybody 100%. Everything's going fine. Oh, also that bomb drop, that does not make the Ironside very happy either. But it is living up to its name. Its armor is thick and heavy. It lost a whopping 1% from that rather potent bomb drop there. It's still taking a few hits. The mini-sub did take a... Oh! Oh! Mini-sub takes a big hit by that cram shot. It is AI dead and should be despawning any moment. But the Ironside is taking some heavy damage too. Yep, there goes the mini-sub despawning. And Team Blacksheep loses 30% of its hit points just like that. The Ironside is down to 86%. If the kite can keep up that that damage output. Oh, and the PT boat gets hit by a couple of cram shells, gets rocked pretty hard there. Down to 58%, but that is enough to keep it alive. It is not despawning just yet. And this is going to come down to whether the kite can pull off enough damage to bring the Ironside down below 7. With the loss of the mini-sub, the Team Blacksheep is almost required to kill the Ironside in order to win. Oh, jeez. I'm sorry, little PT boat. I am so sorry. That looked painful. Just getting rocked by those giant crams that are almost as big as it is. So yeah, it comes down to, because the PT boat is, I believe, 6% of Team Blacksheep's hit points, and the mini sub is 30%. So that's 36%. That means in order to win, the kite has to get the Ironside down below 66%. 66 or 64% depending on the value of the PT boat. I will double check that if this goes the distance. So like I said, it's almost required that it kill the Ironside in order to win. And honestly, if it keeps going with the way it is, it's already got it at 66%. That could very well happen. The Ironsides missiles seem to be completely defeated by the flares of the kite. And those cram shots have almost no chance of hitting something that fast and that turns that much. Once again, the kite giving the Ironside a bit of its own medicine, and then coming in and just dumping off a load of bombs on it. Quite effective against this this type of ship. Down to 61%. At this point, yeah, it is most certainly a victory for Team Blacksheep once again. Much closer this time with only the kite surviving, but it's looking like the kite is going to be able to take out the Ironside all on its own, because those bomb drops, well, when they're more on target than that, do a lot of damage. A couple of the bombs managed to home in with their magnets, but that's not really a lot. If it keeps doing that, the Ironside is going to be able to repair quite a bit of itself and possibly bring itself back up into the point where it wins. But as we've seen, most of the bomb drops from the kite have been pretty on point. Like, that one's pretty good. Actually, momentum might carry a lot of those bombs out of range, actually. Where are they going? They're like dolphins just skipping through the water. Ironside down to 58%. At this point, with only 5 minutes and 15 seconds left, I think the kite could crash into the water and do no damage for the rest of the battle, and it will probably win. I'm not sure the Ironside has the repair capability to fix that much of itself that quickly. Oh, but that bomb strike, that's what the kite wants to see. There's the damage. Ironside down to 56%. Once it gets below 55%, it will start to despawn from being too damaged. It looks like it is all over for the Ironside. The kite was able to take it down all by itself. Didn't even need the mini-sub and the PT boat. And here comes that bomb drop. That bomb drop is what is deciding this battle here, because there is nothing to stop those magnets. Like, there is literally nothing you can do to stop magnets from homing in on you like that, except outrun them. And the Ironside is very slow. It's at 55%. If it doesn't die from oh, it is AI dead now, so it will despawn any second. Yep, there it goes, despawning. It is destroyed and defeated by Team Blacksheep in a pretty convincing victory in both battles. Team Blacksheep clearly won both of those. Congratulations are in order. It's like, I haven't been saying that. I just realized that. Sorry, guys. I haven't been congratulating you on your wins. How rude of me. But anyway, congratulations Team Blacksheep here. They will be earning 6 points for this battle, and unfortunately Ironsides only gets 2 for their losses. But hey, it's better than nothing, right? So, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you on the battlefield.